Hello, this is the 8-8 portal, and my name is Jackie, and I'm going to give a transmission for the 8-8 portal for Twin Flames with the chalice ball. You know, this is the unicorn rainbow energy, and just close your eyes for a minute and let yourself be taken away by the energies of the twin and the 8-8 portal. Take the energies of this beautiful ball and let it transmute and transform within and without to bring you to a higher timeline. And another template. Let it transmute and transform your DNA structure and the connections in your brain, vibrating on a higher frequency. And making new connections in your brain and your pineal gland to go to a deeper and higher connection with the higher realms. This portal is opening you up for a deeper connection with yourself, more understanding, but also to cut out old belief systems, cut out all the old karmic patterns that are still deep rooted within your DNA, that comes to the surface to be released. And you can make a huge difference in your connection for yourself. See certain patterns coming back or repeating that needs to be cleared out. And yeah, so you can attract again a deeper and a higher connection from source that is good for all humanity to interact with. Okay, so you leave the lower frequencies behind, moving out, go to a higher frequency, and you will also notice when you let that go, higher frequencies will come in to support you, to guide you, and to take action. So you can go to a higher level, okay? So what is in the Divine Masculine's mind space? Let's go and look at that. I'm working on a new structure for the Twin Flame readings. So let's see what it all works out with. And this is the mind space of the Divine Masculine in the fifth dimensional realm, not in the third dimensional realm, but in the fifth dimensional realm, what is his mind? What is occupying his mind? One card, please. Thank you. Wow. Last week it was the multidimensional energy in his heart space. Now it's the multidimensional space in his mind that is consciously what he is working with. So when he's going to that higher frequency, he's automatically connected with that kind of energy, that kind of movement all around him in the realm. So he's not just going down and look down to the lower frequencies. No, he is leaving that behind, and he knows exactly where he is at in the higher realm, you know, because I see him going from all kinds of realms, connecting with all kinds of realms, to do the work there, not to do the work in the 3D, because that's finished. He is doing the work in the higher levels, and seeing behind the patterns, seeing behind the mind, the thoughts of the mind. It's more connected to the energies behind the thoughts, behind the mind, and letting everything go. It's really connected to the realm and source where he's coming from, knowing as a multidimensional being that he is, that he can make that connection to the other realms, to shift that energy in the lower frequencies, and that he is also I also see him guiding those lines. You know, sometimes in the third dimensional realm, you see people drawing boundaries, you know, while the universe has no boundaries. So he is drawing those boundaries, or other people are drawing the boundaries for him, and he is diving under third and going across and find another way to influence their energy so they can move up to a higher source, to a higher energy level, because it's not serving him to stay on the third dimensional realm. So Divine Masculine is moving all around and moving in, is weaving. I see him weaving the energies, you know, behind the person and around the person, so he can transmute that energy. And he uses sound for that. You know, it's you're coming from a low frequency when you're using hard voices, loud voices. So he is tempering his voice, you know, to come over across more soft, more gentle, more because when you want to push a point across to someone else in the third dimensional realm, you're if you're not heard, you know, you push your voice forward. If you're not being seen and not being heard during your childhood, you have to raise your voice to come across to someone. And you can see in that kind of energy, when the masculine is pulling his voice down, going in a slower timbre with his voice. So he's lowering his voice, he's slowing down his voice to be more in that relaxed and energetic realm. And that's really, really amazing to see that. So where the third dimensional realm is still of hard voices, loud voices, trying to get your point across to someone else. That's not necessary anymore, because he's going in that beautiful low voice, relaxing energy. And that's really a beautiful thing to see and to feel for the Divine Masculine, because he's using his multidimensional energies to shift everything within him. And that's really, really amazing. So let's see where the Divine Masculine is in his heart space. The new man. He wants to be a new man. And nurturing his inner child will do that, you know. And it could be that children in his life will have a meaningful factor, that he is lowering his voice there, but also lowering his energy. So you know, the inner child is safe and is guarded and is most of the time it's safe and nurtured by that energy. So also the masculine that is nurturing at the same time his inner child. So when you go from loud voices, action, high vibrating energy, you know, to a lower energy in the vibration, not lowering your vibration, your energy vibration stays high, but you soften the energy within and around yourself, so you can be nurturing for your inner child. And that's very important at this time of the 8-8 portal, because that inner child needs that nurturing energy of the father and the mother, you know. And when your father wasn't around that much, you know, and you had to deal with the mother energy constantly, it could be that you want to overpower the feminine energy, the feminine voice, you know. And that is bringing him back now to see, okay, where are the wounds? Where are the feminine wounds? Where are the masculine wounds? Where's my father and my mother wounds? And when you clear that all out, you know, and when the energies come in and show you what needs to be worked on, you can transmute that whole energy in the higher realm. And when you do this, you don't do the work just for yourself, you know. You're doing the work for the whole freaking collective collection also, you know. And that's really amazing. Just being aware of it is bringing you to different levels. You see things from a totally different view, and the universe and source will also show you different things, different timelines. What will happen on that timeline when you're going that direction? What is doing this in that direction? And it all has to do with letting go of expectations and how you see the things. How do you react to things? Beautiful. Thank you guys for showing this, and that this inner child will show you how to deal with all of the old stuff that needs to let go of, because that inner child is still wounded. And you know, if you don't do the work, that inner child stays wounded, and every time that reaction is coming up, because you don't get what you want, you always get what you are. You're always attracting what you are, you know. So if you attract harsh energies, that means that there's a harsh energy within you. If you are fearful for rejections, you know, there's always that energy will be reflected to you. So it's like, you know, get out of the duality and go to that higher realm where those energies don't exist. That is just when you're moving through all these things, then it's really amazing to see how far you have come, you know, and what you could leave behind, and what is now really serving you in a new direction. And it's really beautiful, because the road opens itself for you in different directions, and you just have to choose which direction you want to go. You know, sometimes one direction is leading you back to old behavior, and a new direction is taking you to a totally different realm. And it's up to you. It's all up to you. But no matter what road you choose, you always will get a result that you are choosing for, unconsciously or consciously, because sometimes a reroute is needed. Okay, so how does the divine feminine sees the how does the divine masculine sees the relationship with the divine feminine? How does he sees her? You know, that she making cycles and closing cycles, that she is as a tree, you know, that she is grounded, that she is reaching out to the stars, that she is connected to all realms, and that she is living through the year wheel. So he sees that she, every time, she is like this butterfly, you know, escaping from that earthly realm. And that is seen here. All the butterflies is like, she has her freedom. She is enjoying her freedom, and she is not she's not programmable. That's what I hear. So you can't program her, because her intuition and her freedom is unlocking everything, because she's a sovereign being. So you can't trap her, you know, in any situation, to keep her bounded or to keep her trapped in an old loop, because she's already out there. And that's where he wants to go. He wants to go to that same level as the divine feminine, to be able to unlock himself from the earthly traps and the earthly conditionings that hold him hostage in some kind of way. And he sees that the divine feminine, because she's following nature, she's going with the flow, she's not making any compromises, she doesn't make any full agreements to the realm. So she's out there. She is not doing anything like that. And that's what he sees, that she is this free butterfly connected with the earth, and following her soul path, and that she is exactly that tree, deeply rooted, and steady, and really connected with everything around her. And yeah, that's how he sees her, like a tree, reaching out her branches, you know, abundance all around her. You know, the leaves are her children, the leaves are her abundance, is her money, is her breath. Yeah, it's really beautiful how he sees it. Yeah. I hear he tries too much to convince the Divine Feminine that he is at the same level. Interesting, because I had a reading with somebody a few days ago, and it was exactly the same. Divine Masculine thought he was at the same level as Divine Feminine, but even the Divine Feminine was in the higher realms, and he's trying, you know, to catch up with her. And she is like the butterfly. If he's already at the top of the rings, you know, she's already gone. So there is no way he can catch the butterfly. It's she's so unpredictable that he can't catch her. She's so unpredictable that he can't catch her. He can't catch her with his mind. That's what I hear. So let's see what is going on for the Divine Feminine in her mind space. Oh, wow. Dove of peace in her mind space. She wants peace. Everything she wants to do is just having peace. Peace of mind, peace in the realm, peace on earth. And when she is at a space of fighting, you know, could be that that she was in that realm of fighting for way too long, you know, and she just wants to have some peace of mind, some peace in her living space. So she is creating that for herself. And she's very easy in her mind. There is no not an energy of strife, you know what I mean? There's just that peace in her heart, and that she's radiating that all directions. And it could be that the Divine Masculine try to disrupt that peace just to test her, but it's not happening, because she is in that authentic energy of herself. She's not she's the same person as she is at the work floor, you know. She's the same person in her heart space and in her home as she is in another space. So there is no way he can get her out of that element, even if he tries, you know. It's not possible, because she keeps peace within herself. And he feels that. He feels that it's a very nice and soft and gentle energy. So he wants to be in that vibration. And that's really beautiful. So what's in the heart space? In the heart space, she has the key. She has the key to her emotions. She has the key to unlock her gifts. And when she is unlocking her gift, she's unlocking everybody else. So she is a portal that goes through to every other realm. You know, it's she's a portal in the realm. She's a portal in the third dimensional realm. You know, she is shifting and transmuting everything, and she knows she has the key. She knows to unlock it. She knows how to play with it. she knows how to work with it, and and because of that, she creates the abundance, the playfulness, the loving, the care, and she is in that fun, uplifting mood. Okay. How does she seize the divine masculine? How does she seize the divine masculine? And also I hear she unlocks the keys of the ancestral realm. You know, if there are any ancestors that has some talents from the past, she is getting those energies, she's connecting to those energies and drawing in those talents of the ancestors. So, okay, beautiful. Yeah, how does she seize the divine masculine? In his purity. You know, she always sees the purity, the love, and the connection within him. You know, and that's what she wants to keep in mind, because that he is connected to the fairy realm, that he is connected to the ancestors, and she always wants to see that purity. She always sees the purity of his heart, you know, not of his mind, because that mind is always disturbing, but she always sees his soul, and the serenity in it, and the surrendering of that soul, and when his soul surrenders, you know, then he is in the beautiful loving space, you know, and not of the mind, but in that surrendering space of just being him, and not playing an act of who he needs or wants other people to see him. And that's because the divine feminine sees through it and say, okay, now you're playing a role, how other people want you to see, and that's just a role. Because when I tune into you, I know where you are in your light space. I know exactly where you are in the realm, you know, which parts are you playing in the realm, what parts are playing with you from the dark side of the realm that is pushing you to step in that role that is serving them instead of serving the whole collective. So yeah, it's a facade, and the divine feminine sees through it. She sees the purity, and how the divine masculine is in his space, in his true authentic self. And that's, she just wants, okay, you know, surrender yourself. You know, why are you creating this act? It's just a role you're playing now. You're not yourself. But that is what you want other people to believe who you are, because there is still that space behind it of, you know, am I good enough for you? Am I good enough for other people? Am I living up to other people's expectations? And that's not what you need to do. You just need to surrender yourself. That's all. And that's because then you're still going to tip-top on your toes, to confirm yourself to what other people want from you. So divine masculine, let go of that mask, let go of that, because you've been seen anyway. So what will support divine masculine? What will support him? The whale teachings, well, the teaching of the higher realm. Well, I just channeled the whole teaching, you know, going to your heart space, going in the surrender mode, going to that inner child, you know, hold that inner child. What does that inner child need? Does it need nurturing? Does it need food? Does it need sleep? You know, does it need happiness? You know, all these things, that is what you can provide to your inner child. And that's the only thing that your inner child needs. You know, that because the masculine, otherwise the masculine mind will overreact on it. So yeah, he had already the whale teaching. So what is how does he see the relationship with the divine feminine in union? And it's also a different kind of energy. You know, the Leo energy is strength, is perseveres, going through in the third dimensional realm. But the white lion, the Leo, the Lyran energy from a higher frequency, is doing everything with thoughtful force. And thoughtful force means soft energy, love energy. But stand your ground and stand who you are. Don't, you know who you are, even if they try to gaslight you into another in another frequency, or try to put you into doubting yourself. The white lion is saying to the mind space and the energies behind it, you do what you need to do, I do what I need to do. And you don't have to tell me what to do, because I have a mind on my own, and I have also the energies that's supporting me, what is best for me. And when the masculine is going from his mind space, he thinks he knows best. So the energies behind that, behind the divine feminine, say, okay, you talk, that's your mind, you have a right to have your own mind. I'm doing the things what I think is needed for me at this moment, at that time. You know, I can make an appointment, I can make an agreement with you, but I have the right to change my mind if I have a feeling that something else is better for me than that agreement on that moment. So she is going with that flow anyway. Okay, so yeah, it's that's how he sees that relationship with the divine feminine. Let's see, how does he see it? That she is one of the elves, you know, the elven ones, the elven realm, the soft energy. She's the Freya, you know, she's the Freya energy that is, it's not a harsh energy, it's an energy of going with the flow. Don't mistake the elves, because their arrows are very fiery, you know. Their fire energies with their arrows, you know. If you get shot by an elven arrow, you know what I mean, you know. So yeah, and that's what he sees, that she is one of the realm, that she's one of the higher frequency, that she knows how to deal with everything. She's not being out of alignment with anything. She holds her ground. So that's really beautiful how he sees her in the relationship. And and that's what I hear. He attracted, divine masculine attracted who he is. So his divine feminine is always his mirror. Divine feminine is always his mirror, because they are alike. You know, they are exactly alike. Okay. What supports the divine feminine? The higher light source, her home, her the Syrian lights. Yeah, the Syrian light. The Syrian light energy that is really taking her to a different level and a higher level of commitment towards herself, commitment to what is needed for this world, and what is the best for humanity. And she is working with that energy. It's not she's not blaming, the world, she's not blaming humanity. It's a way of working with the energies to balancing everything out for the greatest good of all. So if she sees that divine masculine is better off on a different timeline, you know, she will always support him. When she sees that there are people in her surroundings that needs to upgrade, she will send them energy to uplift and upgrade. She has a good connection with everyone and everything around her, because she's not in that space of wanting to change people. And sometimes it's different if you're in a work environment that you want people to do what you want them to do because they have a job to do, you know. And then there is that pressure, and there is then that power game going on. And the best thing to do is to work with the energies and to work with the people, to give and to take. Because when you give, you also receive. And it's in all cases, even the people that just want to take from you, you know, at a certain point in time, they will receive it. You know, it will work vice versa. So only your mind is thinking about lack, is thinking about, oh, I'm on the shortest end of this straw, you know. But it isn't. At a certain level, you get the things back that you invested. And it's just a matter of time of giving and let go. And that's it. That's the whole universal dynamic. You give and you let go, and everything will come back at you at the right time, at the right moment. You give and you let go. And that's how it works. Also, if you ask for protection in the higher realms, you know, you ask for protection and you let go. So you don't force and don't manipulate the energies. You can work with it, you can turn it around, and you can, you know, but it's always when you work with energies, it's always giving. It's always in a giving form. Okay. Yeah. And here it is, confirmation, divine attunement. So like a mother knows exactly by intuition how her child feels, so you also automatically tune into the energies that you're working with. And that's how the divine feminine sees the relationship with the divine masculine. That he needs nurturing, that he needs loving, that he needs support, that he you know, and that's what he gets from her. It's the big mother energy. So that's why he goes there to upload his system, to be nurtured, because on a different level, if he's not in alignment with his authenticity, he is out of alignment. He has to get it from the outside world. So yeah, that's different with masculine and feminine energy. Masculine needs to get it from the outside, because not all divine masculines, um, that's the wrong word I hear, but not all masculines are in tune with their inner child and aware of what their inner child needs. And if he can't give it to the inner child, he needs to grab it from the outside. And there's nothing wrong with that, but he needs that nurturing energy from the mother. And when he connects and heals the mother wounds and the vibration with his divine mother, you know, it's much more connected with Mother Nature, you know. The healing is it's much deeper and secure for him, because he works with the earth. So when he is not allowing himself to nurture with that earth, then you know he's disconnected and he needs it from the outside. So that's what I have. That's how the divine feminine sees the divine masculine in the relationship, in union. So okay, she says, you come to me and you can nurture yourself, and I feed you and I give you the love that you need and the love that you deserve. I will give it to you. And you can yeah, put your head on my breast and I will hold you, and I will give you the security that you're safe. And that's why he goes to the divine feminine. Okay. Because he finds what he needs there. And if you go to look at from a higher view, then the only thing that he needs to do when he finds it within himself is the acceptation of the mother and the child wound, and that needs to be healed. It still needs to be healed, I hear. It still needs to be healed. Not all masculine, feminine, mother wounds and child wounds are healed. We are healing this on this moment in the 8-8 portal. It's like that, you know, if the mother took care or has a favorite and put all her energy on the divine masculine, there is a kind of expectation in later in life that energy turns around, you know, that the divine masculine is want to take care of the mother, you know, but not taking care of that inner child for gratification, I hear, to see, are you seeing who I am, and still sometimes not being seen. And that's an inner child wound. That's why he goes to the feminine outside of himself, to be nurtured, to be healed, to get that energy. And that's what needs to be aware and to be turned around, because this is a really, really big thing in the masculine role. Yeah. I also hear for some people is a wedding coming up. From some twin flames, there's a wedding coming up. So you need divine feminine, you need to prepare yourself. Divine masculine, prepare yourself, because it could be that it comes out of nothing, that there is an energy behind you that pushes you to go, I hear, premature into a marriage. So it could be that you're and most of the most of the 3D relationships is happening that way, that you're not working on your wounds before you get into a marriage, because all the wounds from the past will be played out in a marriage. You need to be aware of that. So if you want to propose to your divine feminine, know that you need to be healed on all levels. And then you will be heard, seen, and noticed on all levels. So that's really important, that you are being seen, and that's for the divine masculine. It's very important for the divine masculine to be seen. Oh my gosh, and now I said, you need to heal family issues. Divine masculine, this is for you. Oh my gosh. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Wow. I rest my case, guys. This is just a confirmation. Healing family issues. And your love life benefits from it when you forgive your parents. And it doesn't mean forgive your parents for sorry that you did me wrong. No, I accept that I chose to come in this family, that I chose this journey, and I forgive myself for all the wrongdoings I did and all the wrongdoings that happened in this relationship because of my reactions, because of my doing, and I let it go in love and peace, and I let it go in grace and ease, and I forgive the other person, and I forgive myself. And that's the most beautiful thing you can do to heal your relationship with with your partner, with your family, with everything. It's not be done by force. It's done by giving. And that's the total thing about it. So what's the card for the divine feminine? Wow. For the divine feminine, finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your life right now. So it could be that there are financial factors in your life that need to be solved before your love is coming in. So it could be that you're in a situation that you're in lack, or a situation that your ancestors were in lack in certain times, and you need to break that contract. That's it. When you break that contract, you reverse all of it. So if you saw people, and then you have to go 33 years back to reverse it. So this is for the divine feminine. It also could mean that there are some financial issues that you want your divine masculine to solve, or that there are some issues that you need to address to the masculine, that you have a right of reimbursement. That's what I hear. So you have to ask, you know, you don't have to do it with force, but you have to ask for a reimbursement or a loan, or, you know, because it's your birthright. You have a right on this on things that can solve you. So know that this is one of the things you need to do. And it could be that you need to go to a lawyer, or you need to go to somebody outside of your, or a mediator, or somebody out of your family group, that you need to ask for support. That's the whole thing for the Divine Feminine. So know that some things need to shift, and that also has to do with family issues. And I hear ask, you know, don't always be afraid that you will be denied. It will be something else if you know that your counterparts will talk about it. Then don't do it, because keep your head up, because you can sustain your own money, and you can go through it. But Spirit says you need to ask. Okay. What else do we have? Yeah, another card, the Sacred Rebels. And it's a beautiful, what I feel, it's not always about the money. It's not always about the money. And for the Divine Masculine, it's about the money. For the Divine Feminine, it's about the authentic feeling behind it. For the Divine Masculine, what? Collaborator, active dreaming. So Divine Masculine will be hunted in his dreams if he doesn't follow his heart space. In his dreams, if he is not authentic to himself, in the higher realms, they will collaborate with his feelings. So if he is acting different than his feelings, he will be hunted in his dreams because of it. And that's what I say, you know, it's the authentic and surrender and being true. And Divine Feminine is seeing that sometimes Divine Masculine is not in his authentic self, and she's seeing it through the realms and on the timelines that he's at. Yeah, really, really interesting. So it will be coming aware in his dreams. So he will get dreams maybe about his Divine Feminine, what he should do, what is needed for his next step, to reach his goals and to reach what he really wants in his life. And he knows that his divine feminine has the answer, but he's too scared to ask for the divine feminine because he doesn't want to lose his faith. And faith, I hear. Because that means that he has to give in to the divine feminine, and that's something he doesn't want because he's still fighting her. Oh wow, and that is what I mean. If he still fights the divine feminine over what kind of issue, what kind of subject, then there is that mother wound that is not healed. Okay, for the divine feminine. Wow, come on, too much. Thank you. Divine feminine transforms life beyond the death. So she sees behind the death and transforms all these realms. So this is what the divine feminine's work is. So she transforms everything behind life and death. She can see behind the life, she can see behind the realms, she can see in divine timing, in timelines, in templates of people, and she sees behind life, behind the death, what is behind death, and what is coming for divine masculine when he transforms his life, and how the divine feminine transforms behind life. So yeah, that's really, really amazing. So it's the wisdom, it's the end, it's the beginning, it's the timeline, it's the template, it's the DNA structure, it's wow, it's all what the universe has to offer. She is tuning into that. Wow, how beautiful that is. Well, this was the twin flame portal, 8-8 portal, from my van in nature, on the camping, you know, in the forest. That's why this is a video, because I don't have any Wi-Fi here, so I'm Wi-Fi free zone. So that's why I take the video, and after the video I will upload it, and it will be probably tomorrow or the day after. Okay, if you want a private reading and you want to go in a different realm with me to see what's happening on all levels of your twin flame relationship, or in union or in separation, or what is good for you in the collective energy to work at, let me know. My email is in the description box below, and I see you next time. Bye bye.